You think you know what's coming. You think you've seen it all before. But let me tell you something right now. What's about to unfold will make you question everything you thought you knew about the Kansas City Chiefs. For years, this team has been the offensive juggernaut of the NFL. A powerhouse. A machine. But now, they're staring down a massive crossroads. And it all comes down to one thing, one weakness so glaring, so undeniable, that if it isn't fixed, it could unravel everything. No, I'm not talking about a few dropped passes. I'm not talking about missed tackles. I'm talking about the lifeblood of the game, the running attack. And trust me, it's in serious jeopardy. Let's be real, the Kansas City Chiefs have been on top for years. Multiple Super Bowl appearances, championships, firepower at every position. And, of course, the most electrifying quarterback in the game, Patrick Mahomes. But here's the problem, the Chiefs' running game? It's missing. And it's not just a small issue, it's a major flaw that could bring this entire operation to a halt. Look, the Chiefs weren't terrible last season. They got the job done. But let's take a closer look, especially at the playoffs. Mahomes was out there doing it all, scrambling, improvising, making magic happen. But when it came time to lean on the run game, it just wasn't there. Not a single running back on the roster hit 1,000 rushing yards last season. Let me repeat that, not a single one. How is that possible? This is the Kansas City Chiefs, a team that has had lethal weapons at every position. And yet, nothing. Now, let's talk about who was leading the charge. Kareem Hunt. He was the Chiefs' leading rusher last season, but here's the catch. He's about to hit free agency. His future with the team? Uncertain. So now, the Chiefs are at a crossroads. Who steps up? Who takes control of the backfield? Who stops the bleeding? Enter Isaiah Pacheco. He's been on the roster for a couple of years, but due to injuries, his impact has been inconsistent. This past season, he was sidelined for the majority of it, only played 7 games. But when he was on the field, he put up 310 rushing yards on 83 carries. 1 touchdown. 14 first downs. Not mind-blowing stats, but enough to show that when healthy, Pacheco can be a weapon. That's the key, when healthy. The big question is, can he stay on the field long enough to prove he can be the guy? And this is where things get real. The AFC West is no joke. The Broncos, improving. The Chargers, right there in the mix. The Chiefs can't afford to stand still while their competition gets better. They need to stabilize the running game. Because if they don't, they risk losing the edge they've had over the rest of the division. So what's the solution? Do they bring back Kareem Hunt? Do they put their faith in Pacheco? Do they adjust their entire approach and finally emphasize the running game? One thing is clear, Mahomes can't do it all. He's carried this team on his back, time and time again. But even a generational talent like him needs help. If the Chiefs fix the running game, they become an unstoppable force. A legitimate dual-threat offense. But if they don't, if they ignore this glaring weakness, they could be looking at a very different outcome next season. This is the most important offseason the Chiefs have had in years. This is a defining moment. Fix the running game. Get Pacheco involved. Or risk watching everything fall apart. So now I turn to you, Chiefs fans, football fans. What do you think? Should the Chiefs bring back Hunt? Should they bet on Pacheco? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications because we've got plenty more deep dives coming your way. This is make or break time. And trust me, you do not want to miss what happens next.